Hello, 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 guys. Just getting set up here. Hope everybody's doing good. Just had a little bit of lunch, pre-lunch, because I knew I'd be doing this at noon for you guys. For those of you that are brand new, and welcome. My name is Patty, and I am an empath that does tarot, intuitive tarot, along with astrology and numerology. We're going to be talking about the new moon today in Aries, and it's April Fool's, guys. April 1st. This is an interesting energy of the, actually very bold and powerful energy of this new moon because it's in Aries, but we also have a sextile with Mars and Saturn happening. So I'm going to just go over a summary, then we'll go into a reading, a general reading for basically the new moon to the full moon. And you'll see that I am doing your readings the same way because just time constraints, and I'm not being consistent, and I don't like that. So I need to be a little bit more consistent. So you're going to see your readings for each of your signs, either from the new moon to the full moon to the new moon. So it's sort of like half a month's energies. All right, and whatever happens, as you know, so many downloads I get and intuition I get through those readings. Hopefully it will help you in your struggles, challenges, love, questions that you're asking the second dimension. So let's get going with this. This is a really interesting new moon. The reason why depends on where you were in the world, where it landed in March or in April. So it was on the cusp of March and April, and so it is called a black moon. So this black moon is very special moon because it shows up the new moon twice in March, and we have new moon twice in April. So it's also called the pink moon as well. But because it is a special moon, being twice in April and twice in March, they do call it the black moon. All right. The waxing moon starts on the 2nd. Now the waxing moon this time, if you don't know what the waxing moon, the waning moon is, the waxing moon goes from the new moon until the full moon. What does that mean to you guys? It means that it is an abundance times. This is a time to figure out new projects. This is a time to figure out something new that you want to do and really go for it. And when we're going from the full moon to the new moon, then that's the waning. That's where we pull back. But right now it's like go kind of an energy. With this in Aries, it really does play. Because there's a couple of things that we'll do. We'll talk about the different things, not only for Aries, but this new moon with the sextiles of Mars and Saturn. This is where you want to get your groundwork set. So here's the thing with this moon. Set your goal, really focus in on your goal, what you want to do. Really think about the steps you need to take, because whatever you plant right now, so whatever seed you got that you want to plant right now, and I'm not talking about your garden, I'm talking about this garden, what you want to plant, this will carry you through the rest of the year. If you stay diligent, if you stay focused, if you do not allow the outside distractions, the noise, I call it noise because that's what it is, noisy vibrations. So even staying focused in on that, this is going to carry you all the way through the year. Okay, this is really, really important. This is also a time that you have to have a leap of faith, really let go of that self-doubt, even if you don't have the experience in what you're wanting to do. But that leap is saying, go do this, go, flourish, go succeed. This is a time not to be afraid and step back. This is a time to actually jump forward and go for it, because this is what's happening in the energies. This is the time to manifest. Put it that way. Thank you. I appreciate that. And the reason why I say that is because the sextile with Mars and Saturn. So Mars is all about a planet of action. Okay. And then Saturn is a planet of hard work. So with this sextile, with the Aries energy, you have bold, because Aries are very bold energy. It's also a very confident energy. And Aries are really self-assured. What an Aries, as you know, if you're an Aries, It's like you want something, you go for it, and you're not going to stop till you get it. That's just, and it's not in a bad way. It's in a confident way that you know it's going to take hard work. You're going to do it, and that's the energy that's happening. Whether it be in your love life this next couple of weeks, or in your work, or whatever it is, go for it. Okay, because that is Mars and Saturn playing around in there. Okay, and this energy has a promise to pay off, basically. So if you do the work, hard work, it's like when I mentor people and I talk about shadow work, we have to do the shadow work because then we pay off in a learning experience and we grow from that experience. So it pays off. So whatever it is, whether it be a financial payoff, an emotional payoff, a finally getting rest payoff, maybe you're a workaholic like me and you need that rest, like I'm taking a week off right now. You definitely need to do that. You need to honor yourself during this time. It's almost like I keep seeing this Four of Swords come up, so really want to pay attention to that. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. The energies, the downloads that I got is like, don't give up when it gets a little bit harder. The downloads are saying, keep your focus, don't abandon ship, don't jump off and say I can't do it, it's too hard. This is your test. This is a testing time. So Divine is saying I'm going to test them because I want to see how serious they want this. Okay, or want this person. How serious are they? Committed. Thank you. Committed to this person. And this person is, and you can only be committed so much, okay, because you don't want to lose yourself. So committed in letting that person's journey, if you're in a relationship, letting that person's journey happen and your journey happen, and then you allow each other's journeys to happen, but you come in the middle to help each other out. You don't stop each other's journey. Okay, that's definitely, you're committed, but you're a unified. Okay, it's I don't want to get into that right now. Anyway, but it is about a time, this Aries energy and Saturn and all this kind of energy along with that and the other planets with the trines and everything that are going on is a nurturing time to take care of yourself physically. Really pay attention to what your body is telling you. If it's in pain, where is the pain? Maybe you need to rest that. Maybe you're getting tendinitis. Maybe you're getting something, a backache. Maybe there's something going on there that if you don't rest it, then whoop, like me, pop a disc kind of a thing. So you've really got to pay attention to what your body is telling you and listen to it. There's, things, money comes and goes and it will always be there. Any job, you're indispensable. If you left a company, they'll have an ad up tomorrow and they'll replace you. So really be mindful in taking care of yourself. Okay. For your career and everything, it's a perfect time to take a risk. If you're trying to change professions, if you're trying to get a new job, this is a really good time to take your risk. You need to remove the doubt. Especially like I said earlier, if you don't think you're qualified, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get the job. I'll tell you one real quick story and then we'll go to your reading, is that when I applied, my brother was addicted to pills, okay, and he was really young. He was, he got into alcohol when he was 14. Long story short, there was a job in chemical dependency. I knew nothing about chemical dependency, only what my brother was going through. Didn't know anything about it, right? Good paying job. And I went and applied for the job, went to the interview, and totally unqualified. And then they called me and said, hey, you got the job. And it blew my mind because I had no experience. So when I went to the first day on the job, I asked the gentleman, I said, may I ask? I'm just curious. Because again, the doubt, I was probably the only applicant. And I asked him, and I said, can I ask how many people applied? And he said 40. And that blew my mind right there. And I looked at him like deer in headlights. I said, so I'm probably the least qualified. So why would you pick me? He goes, because your brother was in addiction and you have some experience first hands on. And so I wasn't qualified, but sometimes our experiences in life, whatever we go through, just might be the flame that catches it. And I learned so much about addiction. I went into work for the county and stuff. So, I mean, you just never know where things are going to go. So don't listen to the earthbound things. Listen to what spirit and your intuition are telling you to do. And if you just say, if it tells you to apply for a job or go for a relationship and you're like, man, I don't know, that's you in your head, and you need to release that because divine is opening a door. This is a time for opportunities and opening doors. All right. So let's go into a reading. Let's see what divine has to say to you guys. Let's see what your current energies. Let's see what the moon and universe are going to say. And we'll go from there. All right. So this deck, for those of you that are brand new, this deck only gets used for the second dimension, the divine, the angelic realm. And I ask what they want to share, what message, what question, what answer you're trying to get for this month, and see, because some of you are wanting to know about love, somebody wants to know about family, somebody wants to know about relationships, and a lot of the times, I know, he comes with the same answer. He says love. It's all love. I know that, but I got to tell him different, okay? All right, so let's see what he has to say. And then we'll go into your current energy for this new moon in Aries. Yeah, boy, isn't that so true. I'll share this in a minute. I just did Virgo's reading for this, and it was sort of similar to this. A lot of it has to do with the way that you think, your mindset. So some of you that watch this, your mindset, even though you want to understand spiritually, if you're in too much of the world into your head, sometimes you can't get it. It was like when my mom, I have the gift of audibility and other clairvoyance and knowing energies and feeling energies and such like that. She just said, why can't I have that? It's because she's blocked off. You're blocked off because you're focused more on what world cares, world things. All right, so the divine second energy, or the second dimension, and the angelic realm is saying quiet in the mind, and it's the number 5. This is not easy for somebody out there, or someone's out there. This is not easy for somebody. Quieting the mind means to go with the flow. It also means don't sweat the small stuff. And when you begin to argue, why are you arguing? Or why do you even want to get mad? These are things that you want to question yourself. This is sort of a Virgo energy. This is analyzing, okay, why am I getting mad? What is it? I'm not getting mad because Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. I'm getting mad because there's something else. What is it? I don't even care that Will slapped Chris. I really don't. I'm not in their journey. I don't even know who they are. They're not in. So why would I get mad? I can't control what other people do or whatever. I need to control my own relationship. So this is it. Quieting your mind. You control your own mind, and you control it. We have so much power. You would be really, really surprised. But it is hard for somebody to sit there and actually do nothing. And that means in your head too. You're always thinking. But clear your mind for a minute. That's what meditation and prayer is about. It's not about you. It's about extending yourself. And that's what prayer and meditation is about, is extending to a place that creates peace and calmness and balance in your life. Okay. So this is going to be hard for somebody to quiet their mind, to sit still, be still, just go with the flow, okay? And divine saying, this is what I need you to do, because in this month of Aries, like I said, you got to take care of yourself, take care of your body, pay attention to what your body is doing, and I can't make this stuff up. This is not me, okay? Magical map shifter is your current energy. It is the number 7. It's about improving yourself. The number 7 is about improvements. Okay, so we really need to pay attention to the numbers, because when we see numbers over and over again, they're trying to tell us something. Okay, it is a form of communication kind of thing. So this is about improving yourself. You have a lot of choices. He's juggling a lot of balls. He can't see what he's even got in his hand. So where he's going to stop, that is up to you. Okay, but it is about improving yourself. Pick something, focus in on it. Don't try to juggle and do too many things at a time. Focus in on it, because when you juggle too many things, there's no flippin' way you can actually quiet your mind. Okay, I don't know who that's for, but you cannot quiet your mind when you got too many things going on the plate. Because once you get done with one thing, or once you're trying to do another thing, and then you're gonna you won't be able to sleep very good at night, do ya? No, it's like having 2 or 3 jobs. Oh, I got to go to this job. I got to make sure I'm on time here. I got to take this uniform. I got to take this lunch. Oh, and then tonight I got to take this. And how can you quiet your mind? Okay. Let's do the moon energy, the moon and universe energy for the current energy. It was funny because I just did Virgos and I did their moon energy, and it was right in... for somebody, it might be the romantic cycle begins. So quiet your mind, because you don't want to bring that past stuff into it. But they had actually the new moon in Aries. So let's see what the universe has to say. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay, this is that new opportunity that Aries is bringing. This is that boldness that Aries is bringing. This is that confidence that Aries is... It isn't. The North Node, yeah, the comfort zone is very uncomfortable. It's the number 5. I can't make this up. It is the number 5. It's uncomfortable, period. To get out of your comfort zone. But as soon as you get out, you might find out that you like something new. Or you... might bring you to somewhere else. You know, it's just whatever you like to do. Say you want to do something, for example, hypothetically into photography, and you really don't want to do it, but then maybe it leads you to something else. This is where you allow yourself to be open and go with the flow. Okay, I don't know who that's for. So that's the universe, and the that's the current energy. So let's go into a reading and see what we've got for these next 2 weeks. Okay, so this is going to be up to the full moon, and remember, this is the abundance part, to pull things in. That's what the Aries energies is. That's what the waxing moon is. That's what this new moon is. Very, very strong. You might even find that sometimes in the next couple of days that these strong energies might be overbearing if you're not used to it. Okay, Aries can be really, if you're not a spontaneous person, say you're going to get into a relationship and it's an Aries, and you're not a spontaneous person or impulsive in that manner, that's an Aries. They're, like I said, if they want to go out with you, they're going to go out with you. They're going to find every way to go out with you, and they're not going to stop until they at least get to go out with you. Now, whether it continues after that, that's up to you guys. Again, that's that magical map shifter. You know, should I go out with them again? Should I not go out with them again? Here, let me pick. Boop. No, I don't want to, or yes, I do. Okay, but that's what's going on for somebody. Okay, so we're starting out with your spread with the 3 of, love it, the 3 of cups, which is about celebration, a gathering, maybe a gathering of friends, maybe a gathering of co-workers, maybe a reunion, but this is a celebration. This is a good time. This is a positive, high vibrational. This is a fun time, a joyous time, okay? And for somebody with this new moon, you definitely might be out of your comfort zone to go around. It might be a group that's your first time to go out with a group of people, and it's your first time, and even though you want to have a lot of fun, you might just feel a little bit out of your sorts, you know, out of your realm a little bit. Don't worry about it. Just go, see what happens, relax. If you want to be a wallflower, be a wallflower. Just don't stress about it in your head. You have the 8 of Swords in reverse. 8 of Swords in reverse, you know, somebody doesn't seem to want to let go of something. And this could be, I think this is emotional. I think this is attitude. This is a mindset that I want to say it's more of a low vibrational mindset. So there might be a party pooper in there Could be a party pooper in there. It could be somebody that you're like, oh my gosh, really? Here we go again. One of those energy vampires that I just did a video, if you haven't watched it yet, energy vampires and toxic people. That's where you go. It's like some of these times, oh my gosh, here we go again with that story. Oh, here we go again. You know, oh my gosh, they've always got something wrong. It's always a victim, always, you know. And in their mind, that's their truth. That's their pain. But however, they're stuck. So I don't know if you have a person like that around you, but they always want to seem to rain on somebody's parade. Even if you're both happy, they want to rain on your parade. I'm not going to go there yet. I'll tell them in a minute. Thank you. We have the Ten of Pentacles next, and then we have the Empress in the middle. Oh, this is interesting. Let me pull these here. Ooh, okay. Oh boy. Okay. Got a couple of energies coming through here. Woohoo. I have the Ten of Pentacles. Again, this is in relation to this celebration. Look at how beautiful this is. And then you got somebody just in the middle. Okay. So the Ten of Pentacles is it's like the ultimate 10. It's everything that you've ever desired, wanted, needed, and it's about unconditional love, it's about money, it's about joyful, it's about happiness, it's about calmness, it's about peace, it's all about everything like that. So it looks like there is something happening to bring a unity together and to acknowledge it, because it's got the number 3. You've got number 3 twice here, because in the center of your reading is the Empress. Now the Empress has a couple of different things, and when I go to this, here's what I do with my readings is I look at the first card, center card, and your challenge card. I look at the first part, I look at the second part. Sometimes they're connected to the same energy, sometimes they're not, because we got, like I said, 2 energies here. So you're going to have to tell me which one it is. It might be you, it may be somebody else that's watching, I don't know. But again, you have to keep this in the top of your mind, that it is about quieting your mind, making a choice, and it might be just a little bit out of your comfort zone for a minute. Okay, because that's the theme what Divine is trying to share, the second dimension is trying to share. Okay, so that 10 is an ending but a beginning. It is like a full circle. This is a good thing. This is a happy thing. This is a joyful thing. Now, when we have the Empress in the center, I'm going to go to the front part first and fill this energy in, is that this is something that is very nurturing. This is something that you've waited for, something that you have wanted. And that's what's going to quiet your mind. Because you're now sort of at a peace. You're at a next level. You hit a next level. It's like going to dating, and then he asks to marry you, then you go to the marriage, and you finally got married, you're finally at a new level, that kind of a thing. Okay, so there is a total peace, a total full circle happening. This is a good thing. I don't know who that's for, but this is a good thing. And a decision will be made, because it's for the number 7, improvement for you. This is something that will be solid. It's Aries energy, new moon energy, a solid, confident decision, and put that other doubt, that little dee on the side, because you need to slap it and tell it to get the heck away. But for this other energy I'm moving towards here, this is going to be definitely a challenge for you, because again we have another number 10, and the reason why I have to say it's a challenge is you have to quiet your mind. You have to go within yourself, that Aries energy, that confident energy, that you know authentically yourself. If you don't authentically know who you are, what you want, where you want to go, this is probably not for you, because this is a time that really you do need to figure out what it is that you want, what your goal is, and then you really shoot for it. Okay, because it's going to affect you with this new moon all the way through the end of the year. This Aries energy is going to affect, it means that you're going to persevere, you're going to focus, you're going to do it, you're going to make it happen, and you're not going to stop until you get there. Okay, so I don't know what that is for you. Could be career, could be family, could be whatever. I don't know what that is for you, but here is it for this energy. Somebody's going to have a baby. So somebody is in the process, or is probably, they're frustrated, they're not sure what they want to do, they're thinking about ending it. I'm not talking about their life, but maybe having an abortion, or maybe, do I want to be a single parent, or do I want to be, I don't know why I said single, it could be a single parent, could be I'm not just not ready for having a baby at this age, at this time. However, you need to nurture yourself. You need to quiet your mind. And I will tell you one thing from experience. I used to verbally speak, I don't want kids, I don't want kids, I don't want kids. But because I had such a close relationship in my life with divine, I was lying. Verbally, I was lying. Because deep down, I would tell God, you know, man, I want one, but I'm scared. I'm scared, and I want to make sure that I have a father, because I didn't grow up with a dad. So I was like, I want to make sure I have a good relationship. I want to have blah, 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 you know, that kind of a thing. Okay, so what it does is it takes courage. It takes strength to be honest with yourself 100% and not say, oh, I don't want kids, but maybe part of you really does. I'll tell you why. Because I made a pact. You can make pacts with God, and you can tell him, or divine, or whatever you want to call him, you can make a pact with him, and you will be very surprised at how he outcomes with that. But you got to quiet your mind. The reason why I'm saying this is because there is going to need to be courage and strength to make a decision. That is going to be courage to whatever decision you make, and be okay with it and joy-filled with it. My decision was, like I said, with that, I told him, I said, yeah, I'm pretty much lying to myself. You know, I wouldn't mind having a child, but I would really like to have a child around the age of 20 or 36, because I want to live my life before I have a child, because I know the responsibility. I had to take care of my little brother. So I knew the responsibility of taking care. I want a child around the age of 36. I want a girl because I was sexually abused. Didn't want a boy because I probably wouldn't connect with a boy that well. I want a girl, and I would love her to be half Asian, because I was so much at that time into the culture of Asians. I lived in Japan for years. And do you know that I had a baby girl at the age of 36, and she's half Asian? And she is my strength. And I came up with that. I had to decide that as well. But I kept my strength. I listened to my intuition, and I made my decision. Now, that was for me. However, somebody's going through that. And it's not uncomfortable. I mean, it is uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. Because we have the number 5 here. We have the number 7. And we have the number 10 twice. And we also have the universe saying, step out of your comfort zone. So I don't know who that's for, but I was told to share it. I share. I don't plan this stuff, guys. I pray before I do my readings, and I ask for anything to come through that is for you, not for me, because I'm just the conduit, okay? I'm just the conduit. So that's why I do these live. Yeah, definitely. The devil's trying to hold somebody back. Definitely trying to hold somebody back. So, the key, okay, and you're like, okay, Patty, what do you mean by quiet the mind? Sit in your car by yourself. No radio, no telephone. Put your phone on airplane mode or whatever you have to do. You know, do not disturb. Sit there for a few minutes. If you have to cry, cry. If you have to just scream, scream. If you have to just talk to God and just say, you know what, I don't know what the flip is going on. That's how you talk to God. It's not hard, whatever you do, but this is really going to take some courage and really listening to your intuition about something. The challenge is something wants to end really quick, and that's going to be your choice to allow it to happen or not. Okay. Yeah, something is trying to release a burden. And the burden is that you have to quiet your mind. You're thinking too much. You're doing too much. You're multitasking too much. You're trying to work too much. Somebody's so focused in on the world and about money that's the problem. If you stop focusing on the money and focusing in on the spiritual side of what should I be doing, where should I be going, who should I be with, that kind of a thing, and my healing, then actually the money will come. How do I know? Been there, done that. Know too many people that actually I've helped that sit there and stop focusing in on the money, and it comes in abundantly because you begin walking a spiritual life rather than an earthly life. Okay, and that's what's happening. It's trying to release the burden. However, because somebody is just so stubborn and stuck. That Aries energy. This is the Aries energy. Is so stubborn and stuck, but they're stubborn and stuck on the wrong things. Again, it might be this person here that is trying to ruin the party. Okay? The person that is stuck on their being a victim, or woe is me, or wants to come in and be an energy vampire and just suck you dry, full of energy, tell you the same things over, or always needs you, or that kind of a thing. Watch my new video, Energy Vampires, and you'll understand that. And get rid of your energy vampires, and I tell you how to do that too. That kind of a thing. You don't want to be around toxic people. You really just don't. Because not only does it suck you dry, it keeps your vibrations low, it keeps everything off balance. Because that's the whole point of an energy vampire, is to keep you off balance. You gotta let go. Let go of some control. The best thing that you'll ever do, and my daughter's learned this already, is that if you release control and you just go with the flow and step out of your norm and do something that you don't know really how to do, and just go with it, you will realize that you have a completely different mindset. You start thinking from your spirit where you're supposed to, not thinking from your head. Because your spirit tells your head, and your head tells your body what to do. But if you do head spirit, you're all messed up. I used to be there. Somebody say, oh, who says you aren't already? They're so funny over there. That's not funny. Anyway, all right. let me do this deck, and then I'll do a little bit of future and see what's going on for you guys before we go. Ooh, Justice. Yeah, that's true. For both situations, both energies, whoever is actually coming into their abundance. This is abundance for somebody. We're both coming into abundance, but it's a different kind of abundance. One's coming into maybe, I don't know, we got the Pentacles in there. You might be coming into money. You might be coming into joy and happiness in a relationship. It's because it's a reunion. There is a reunion. There's a gathering of something. So there is much joy there. But the other one, there can be joy. Some people might see it as a burden or a stress, or another person can just see it as joy. Another person can see having a child as being joyful. Even if you have to be a single parent, trust me, I've been from homeless to a business owner in a year. I know all the resources. There are resources of every kind. It's not a burden. Never a burden. Never a burden. So it is going to be something that has to be made a decision. This is a balancing thing. Okay, this is, looking at your absolute truth. Okay, because this, again, is going back to like when I was telling God, you know what, I would say I don't want to have a baby, but then I'd be telling God, well, that's sort of a lie because I sort of want to, but then I'm sort of afraid, and then I don't want to be a single parent, but you know what, I sort of want to, but I would never tell that out, buddy, because I was strong and I didn't need it. I didn't need to have one, that kind of a thing. All right. Again, Strength, Empress, and the King of Wands. Oh my gosh, we're repeating. I can't make this up. So we're back to having courage. Okay, back to having strength. Back to having the Empress. So we're getting those double numbers again. Pay attention to what's going on around your life right now. That's the focal point. That's the new moon energies. That's the Saturn and Mars energies. That is the focal point. All right. And when you act on it now, and you put your focus and energy 100% on that, it's gonna skyrocket. It's a good skyrocket. Woo! It's like a success story, kind of a thing. Okay, I did those. Which ones do I want to use? Oh, thank you. All right. Is there anything else that you want me to share for this new moon energy? Any of the Saturn, any of the sextile trines that are coming through? Four of Cups. Let go. Where are we repeating ourselves again? Where did that energy go? Maybe it was in another reading. No, there's Four Pentacles and Four Cups. Somebody's, again, looking at low vibrational energy. They're looking at the negative side of it. It's like, oh my God, I'll have no money. I'll be broke. I won't be able to do anything. And then this other one, it's like, oh, you know what? They're so happy. Oh, somebody's jealous. They're so happy. And, you know, why can't I have that? Why can't... You're looking so inward that that's what this person is doing. They want to mess it up because they don't have it. Been there, done that. Only I was the one moving and happy and joy-filled, and had friends and my mother actually trying to sabotage. So somebody's trying to sabotage because they don't want to see another person happy and joy-filled. Don't let that person... That is an energy vampire that will just... Where's the devil card? Didn't we have the devil card in this reading? No, that was in Virgos. But 4 of Cups, somebody is totally negative energy. They don't look at the positive side. They don't look at it. So they're just like, why can't I have it? Why don't I ever get it? Again, their mind is not quiet because they're always focusing in on drama, on negative, whatever that is. Again, that new moon energies, that Aries is saying, no, don't pay control to that. Don't listen to that. Okay, that says, you know, don't doubt yourself. Don't focus in on that. All right. Is there anything else, Divine, that you want to share? Empress again. Boy, somebody's really heavy on this. Also, too, the thing is with the Empress is about nurturing. And the Aries energies for these next 2 weeks is to focus in on your body. The energies is to focus in on the new moon, is to focus in on taking care of your body. That's why I'm taking a week off. I need a mental break. And then next week, I get to have surgery on my knee again, guys. Lovely. But the thing is that we've got the Judgment card, and we've got the Justice card. Where's the Justice? We have the Justice and the Judgment. So definitely decision-making time. However, be nurturing how you're going to do it. Make sure you're making your decisions on love. Make sure that you're bold and confident in it, that this is what you want to do because you want to keep doing it through the year, the rest of the year. Because we're just starting the lunar year, so we want to be able to go all the way through the year. All right. For the others, you know, we've got something ending very quickly, and that, I believe, is just your choice. Whether you want to end something or start something, because the number 10 is when we shut a door, we can open a new one. If we want to put a closure on something, then we be ready for that new opportunity. Could be a job, could be relationship, could be friendship, could be moving, could be whatever it is for you. I don't know. I'm not in your journey. But you got to really pay attention to this lady here because she's all about your intuition. Again, it's really important to listen to your intuition during this time. Go with the flow, pay attention to your intuition, think solid what you want, what goal, go for it. New moon energy, Saturn and Mars, totally. All about working there and action. Go. All right. I hope this was helpful. I don't know if this was helpful to anybody, but definitely good things happening. It's your mindset, how you think they are, if it is or if it isn't, and your free will, which way you're going to pick. That's why future energies are really hard. That's why when I look at predictions, I'm like, that's based on somebody's free will. So you can choose to go that way or choose not to go that way, but which way does Divine want you to go? That's the question for you. Your journey is different than mine. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And if you subscribe, remember you get free readings and free coaching. You're very welcome to look at my website. It's divinewarriorintuitive.com and go there. But I hope you have a wonderful 2 weeks, and we'll see you on the full moon. Make sure you walk in absolute truth and love. Take care now.